Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. This is going to be the YouTube tape episode 9 today, and we're going to start with the drums. All right, dope. I'm going to listen back to these different parts. I'm going to loop my favorite. We're going to copy paste that across the track, and then we'll move from there. I know that Ableton has session view and arrangement view, and that you don't have to do it this way. Let's move forward with the keys. I think we got a sample. Something in there, bro. All right, excellent. Moving forward here. We're moving forward the drums now. I think the bass came out pretty dope. What I did is I put note length on and I tightened it up a little bit. That way the notes aren't too long and have too much space and presence. So anytime you shorten the note length, you can make it really tight and fit more in the beat. Let's review this. That felt pretty nice. I hope we got something. So the kick is really sticky. Again, I said the groove is really subtle and it depends on flams. Like when two things almost hit at the same time, they do a cool rub. And that happens here in the kick. You can feel it kind of get swallowed up. I did a one, but the one is delayed and then I muted the So if you look at it here, you can see I muted the one. The other thing is I definitely need to mix it. So why don't I focus on mixing it right now instead of just talking through the whole thing. When I mix a track, I start with one of two things. I either start with the snare or I start with the keys. If I start with the keys, the next instrument I mix in is the snare. If I start with the snare, the next instrument I mix in is the keys. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. As it's looping in the background, I'm going to start to fade in the keys track. I typically want to get it to minus 12 dB, just as a reference. And that's my personal preference. I didn't read that somewhere. Should be around minus 12 dB peak. And already from doing a little mix, it sounds way better than it did before. Cool, nice. So I'm gonna roll with this. I like this. I think it sounds pretty decent. And yeah, I guess I can throw some stuff on the master bus or something. The next thing we're going to do is record this to tape. So the only thing I want to do first is EQ it. I try not to compress it first before tape because then it gets extra crunchy and kind of howly and sounds like a wind blown and sounds all frumpy, like the speaker is ripped. So I'm just going to EQ it. I'm going to bounce it to tape. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Next week, I will do the opposite in terms of mixing. I won't start with the keys. I'll start with the snare and we'll do the keys second. We'll see if we get any different results, but it will be a different track. So who knows?